I have a question for you. What is the name of Doc Brown's dog in Back to the Future? Hi, I'm Mark Ellison from 5 Daily Trivia Questions. 5 questions, 5 answers, and maybe you'll learn something amazing along the way. The number 5. 5 Daily Trivia Questions. Oh, and the answer? Doc Brown's dog's name is Einstein. 5 Daily Trivia Questions.
It is the world's most secretive election. When a pope dies, ancient traditions begin. A silver hammer, a destroyed ring, over 100 cardinals locked away from the world, choosing the next leader of 1 billion faithful. White smoke. The path to a new pope, from Calaroga Shark Media, wherever you get your podcasts.
Calaroga Shark Media.
From Washington, D.C., where plastic straws are back, this is Ballot.
That's right. No more communist paper straws for losers. We've made straws great again. That's why we're winners. Let's hit this. Now that we have peace in the Middle East, cancer has been eradicated, and the climate emergency solved, the White House has moved on to the big issue of our time: straws. Trump's focusing on the real enemy, drinking implements that get soggy in your Diet Coke. He signed an executive order that basically says, make American straws plastic again. The administration claims paper straws are non-functional, which, let's be honest, is the nicest thing anyone's ever said about paper straws. They're like drinking through a rolled-up homework assignment that's been left in the rain. Trump justified this by saying, and I'm not making this up, I don't think plastic is going to affect a shark very much, as they're munching their way through the ocean, which is quite possibly the most creative interpretation of marine biology since Finding Nemo. He announced this move on social media with the energy of someone declaring independence back to plastic, because nothing says presidential like typing in all caps about drinking utensils. Now, environmental scientists say that by 2050, there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish. But Trump's argument is essentially, hey, if we're using plastic plates and wrappers, why pick on straws? Which is like saying, well, the house is already on fire, might as well throw some gasoline on it. The best part? During his 2020 campaign, Trump actually sold his own brand of plastic straws. You know what else is making headlines? Sinks, showers, and toilets. Trump posted on True Social, which is basically Twitter if it shopped exclusively at MyPillow, demanding that his team reverse Biden's water conservation standards. And I mean, he wrote sinks, showers, toilets in all caps, which is exactly how my grandmother texts when she's angry about her cable bill. Trump claims these water restrictions are ruining his shower experience. Back in 2020, he went on this whole tangent about his hair care routine. I have this beautiful head of hair. I need a lot of water. Now, I don't want to question anyone's hair maintenance routine, but when your hairstyle looks like cotton candy made out of gold leaf, maybe the problem isn't the water pressure. He's convinced that these low-flow fixtures are making people use more water, which makes about as much sense as saying you need to eat 2 Big Macs to lose weight. And let me tell you, I've seen the research. That's not how it works. Although I'm pretty sure Trump's research consists of standing in his shower yelling, "Not good! Sad!" The best part? He's instructing Secretary Lee Zeldin to handle this crisis. Because nothing says pressing national emergency like a federal investigation into why your shower isn't hitting you like a fire hose. So while most politicians are focused on the economy or foreign policy, Trump is out here trying to make American plumbing great again. At this rate, his next campaign slogan will be Trump 2028, because your toilet deserves better. Let me tell you about Donald Trump's latest adventure in art criticism. You know how most people watch a show before reviewing it? Well, Trump's taking a bold new approach, reviewing shows he's proudly never seen. So here's what happened. Trump announced he's becoming chair of the board at the Kennedy Center. Now, usually when someone takes a job at a theater, they at least pretend to like theater. But Trump, he immediately started trashing their shows, which is a fascinating management strategy, like becoming CEO of McDonald's and announcing you hate hamburgers. When reporters asked him about these terrible shows, he admitted he'd never actually been to any of them. "I got reports," he said. "Reports? From who? The Broadway deep state? The musical theater industrial complex?" He actually said, "They were so bad I didn't want to go." That's like saying you won't try broccoli because someone told you it tastes terrible, except you're 45 and you're in charge of the broccoli factory. And when pressed further about his criticism, Trump just ended the conversation. Because nothing says I'm qualified to run this cultural institution like rage quitting a conversation about culture. His supporters are defending him, saying he doesn't need to see the shows to know what they're about. Right. Just like you don't need to read a book to join a book club. You can just show up and yell about how woke the cover looks. So there you have it. Trump's ready to make the Kennedy Center great again, just as soon as he actually visits it. Though at this rate, his first show there might be Waiting for Godot. All right, gather around. I've got a story that reads like a Mad Libs written by a political science major having a fever dream. Let me paint you a picture. It's 2:30 in the morning after the inauguration. Most of Washington is winding down, but apparently Boebert and Kid Rock are just getting started. TMZ reports these two Second Amendment superfans were spotted hopping into a taxi together. Earlier that night, Boebert was seen at an inaugural party, according to witnesses, absolutely living her best life around Kid Rock. We're talking dancing, clapping, basically acting like she just won front row tickets to a 1998 monster truck rally. Now, maybe they were just talking business. After all, they're both in the hospitality game. She used to own a gun-themed restaurant called Shooters, while he runs a place called, and I didn't make this up, Kid Rock's Big Honky Tonk and Rock and Roll Steakhouse. Which, by the way, sounds like what you'd get if Guy Fieri designed a restaurant in Grand Theft Auto. Both of them have had quite the year in the romance department. Boebert made headlines after that Beetlejuice musical incident, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say about a member of Congress. Meanwhile, Kid Rock's been out here turning BBC interviews into dating shows, proving that some people's idea of diplomacy is hitting on foreign journalists. And just to really round out this story, Boebert recently spent a congressional hearing asking experts about underwater alien bases. When asked for comment, Boebert's team said, "I think we'll pass," which might be the first time anyone associated with this story has shown any restraint. Today's episode was made with the help of sinks, showers, toilets, and AI.
It is the world's most secretive election. When a pope dies, ancient traditions begin. A silver hammer, a destroyed ring, over 100 cardinals locked away from the world, choosing the next leader of 1 billion faithful. White smoke. The path to a new pope, from Shark Media, wherever you get your podcasts.